Hello, this is David White from Sportsman's Emporium, and today I'm going to talk about deer management and deer habitat management, especially on your own property. A lot of guys I talk to, are really big into baiting their deer. And it's sometimes just for pictures, other times for hunting purposes or whatnot. But one thing I notice a lot is guys like to bait during season and leading into season, and then after that they just kind of walk away with it until next bow season. Well, I mean, that's fine, but really, especially when you're talking about mineral, bow season is really not the best time to even do it. It's not the time of year when the deer need it most. And if you really want to manage your deer and have a good, healthy deer herd, there's so many things you can do to eliminate the need for ever using something like corn, where I think that's the most popular feed for deer, but it has really hardly any protein for them. It's just a source of energy and fat. And there's so many other things you can do to cut down on your corn budget to feed your deer in a more natural way. But this time of year, if you are going to use something like a mineral, this is the best time of year for it. And the reason being is there's two things that are happening right now in the deer world. Number one, the bucks have lost their antlers for the year and they're starting to regrow them. So they need mineral, in particular calcium, to grow those antlers and have a good, basically to reach their maximum potential in the antlers. Not to mention it's healthy for them in general and strong bones in general. But another thing is the does are carrying their young, and they're growing their bellies right now, and they're going to have their fawns pretty soon, and then they're going to start feeding. Another thing they need during this time of year is mineral. And I know there's a lot of leaves and stuff coming out right now, but in big woods where the trees are tall, there's not a lot of that browse available on the forest floor. So one thing you can do this time of year if you really want to help the health of your deer is use something like a mineral. You can make some yourself, which is what I typically do, but there are a plethora of brands out on the market. There's stuff that's nationally known, and every store that sells anything related to hunting or livestock supplies, you can find this mineral. They use the same thing for pigs and cows and horses and everything because it's so healthy for them. Well, we use, in our store, we actually sell two local made products. Like I say, the market is saturated with mineral products for deer and feeds and attractants. So we feel like a lot of them are very much the same. So we go with guys that we can help out our local economy with. But in general, if you want to make this stuff, there's three key ingredients that you put in it, and you can go to any feed store like Southern States and make your own. And basically, you'll need 1 part of trace mineral salt, 1 part of regular salt, and then 1 part of dical, or it's basically a calcium phosphate, which is a supplement that can help them, grow strong bones. It can help the does produce better milk and the bucks to grow bigger antlers. Any one of those feed stores for about $20, you can get enough to make about 100 pounds of mix or more, sometimes more than 100. Or you can go to any store like ours, any Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, any store like this will sell a deer mineral. Like I say, we sell a Hornhounds, a local made product that's made right here in this area out by Blacksville, and we've had very good luck with it. And what you do with this stuff is you go up in the woods, you clear space on the ground, and you just dump it right on the soil. This is basically like a big bag of salt. What happens is it soaks into the soil, and the deer will actually lick the dirt to get the mineral out. My favorite way of doing it is I like to go up in the woods and find an old rotting stump that's decomposing and getting real spongy, and I'll dump it right on it, and they will just kind of lick that stump, and before you know it, they'll actually lick it into the ground, and where there was once a stump, there'll be a hole. But this is the time of year to do that. It's, you can do it right coming into bow season, and that's more of a, you're going to bring them in so you can hunt over your food plots. But if you really want your deer to be healthy, this is the time of year you should be giving them mineral.